Top five.
Yeah, girl, you ready to do this? You ready to count this thing down? We're doing the top 5, her. Yeah, let's set it off with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Doing an American remake of The Raid, which you haven't watched yet.
No, but we should watch
But
that.
we will.
Watch that.
That's an amazing movie. Doesn't need an American remake.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I've watched remakes, like a lot of remakes.
Yeah.
The worst remake I've ever seen.
Is it true that you only watch remakes? I've heard that.
That's all I watch.
I only
won't
listen to
watch
Weird Al
original
songs and remakes.
I only listen to Weird Al.
What's the fucking what's the version of Eat It that isn't Eat It?
Ooh, interesting.
What do you mean?
Eat It. I would have said Another One Rides the Bus, but
Ooh.
Yeah. What are you guys
I don't
talking
think
about?
I've ever listened
These
through an
classic
entire
hits,
Weird Al album.
oh, I don't think I haven't.
I've just listened to playlists of Weird Al now.
The most Weird Al I've ever listened to at once was when I went to the concert. Other than
But
that,
it was
it's like-
amazing, right?
Oh, it was amazing. It was so good.
He's a weird guy.
He's a weird guy.
He earned his name.
Yeah, his new concert tour that he's going on is going to be totally different, eh?
Yeah. Well, it's all original songs.
Yeah, it's all
which is
original,
interesting.
and it's like not going to be it's going to be like...
I love the name for this. It's like the Ill-Advised Self-Indulgent Tour or something like that. I'm like, that's such a good name for a tour. It's something
What a
along those lines.
weird
I'm butchering
guy.
it. Hey, guys, check out. This is the PodCavern coming in. Plug in a little-known artist named Weird Al Yankovic. Go check him out. He's only been
I
making
believe
songs
it's
for 20
Yankovic.
years. I think it's Buscemi.
Buscemi. I think it's Buscemi.
Buscemi?
Boissemi.
Butchamai.
I wonder if I just want Steve Buscemi to be in the MCU as like
Okay, who would he play?
Ooh.
a villain.
Which villain?
Which villain? He could. Oh,
The Mandarin. The real Mandarin.
No, you know what he could do? He could do. I would love to see him Andy Serkis style do like a Skrull, do like motion capture first.
Oh, interesting.
I'm actually taking this seriously. I think Steve Buscemi would be great in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No, I was serious.
Great
That
at
he-
everything.
the Mandarin though.
But no, not the Mandarin. I was serious that he should be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
I just don't know what he'd
What,
be.
but now-
I would
could
like
be a
him to be like
Skrull.
a shitty politician, like not a big villain.
He could do
Yeah,
voiceover.
yeah, like that. He could do that, but I want him
like
to really stand out.
Wait,
I want him to be
shit!
interesting.
Did you guys hear about Disney?
Yes.
Is that
Oh,
what
Which
apparently
is why I
buying-
want to bring it up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just start, and we could talk about it during the cast.
Okay.
Okay.
Tongue, just try not to bang your hand on
yeah,
the table
hey,
because that's
Tongue-
really
hey, Tongue,
loud.
don't bang it.
You're really
Yeah,
ruining
yeah.
the quality of
Yeah,
our
you're
podcast.
spiking. You're making a spike.
Why
okay?
do we invite Tongue to these things?
Jesus, because he's got the microphones.
Do we have a team name? We're not the Avengers. We're the
Pretenders. No, wait.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
PodCavern. No, I don't like that. Pretenders.
We're the insert team name here.
We're the
The insert team here assemble. Yeah, whatever. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the PodCavern.
so bad.
I'm your host, Tung Law, and this is Ranked Top 5 List of Stuff That Don't Matter. Today we have a team of just the best superheroes that I could muster last minute for this episode. And
So rude.
Wow.
on my right, though, we have the incredible, the uncanny, the devastating Angus. I was trying to think of all the like Deadpool names, but I don't think
I don't think you got
devastating
any of
was
them.
even
Yeah.
uncanny.
I don't-
Uncanny Deadpool.
Uncanny is
Well,
X-Men.
he was on the Uncanny X-Force.
Angus MacDonald, everyone.
Hi, Tom. How are
Hey.
you doing?
Long time no see.
I know it's been a while.
It's been 2 episodes.
2 episodes. I guess I should introduce the astonishing, the amazing,
Okay.
the
Superior.
superior.
There you go.
The wall climbing, web slinging, Steve Peeling.
I think he goes by
Thank
Stevie
you.
most of the
Steve-
time.
Yeah, no, not Steve. That
Little-
doesn't fall ever.
Little
occur.
Joey Peeling. I don't know what Joey.
You could have a million people in a room and get them to say my
Hi.
name a million times. And no one say Stevie.
Inside joke.
top five.
Steve, who is your guest beside you.
My guest beside me is I don't know if I can come up with any more adjectives, but the man who needs no wheel to Barrow.
Oh.
Matt Barrow.
Oh,
Matt Barrow. Matt, thank you for coming in last minute for this episode.
Thank you for inviting me at noon today.
That means Tuong didn't want him.
I was trying to avoid it, but
well, we got to
He's
talk
here.
about it, right? We had
we
an original
had
lineup.
Chelsea Lepage. See, this is what I wanted her to be
think
here
it's
for.
Bushimi.
To be here. But she came down with strep throat. So we have the next best thing, Captain Marvel himself.
Oh.
Yeah. Or what do you want to be? What's your ideal
Uh,
superhero?
I honestly used to write and draw like these little shitty comics about a character just named Matt Man.
So he has all the powers of a guy named Matt.
He just has no powers. He's a shitty version of Batman.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
So wait, why did you make him shitty?
Because it was kind of like my parody of the Adam West Batman.
Nice. So you were like getting like you were doing parody when you were a little
Yeah.
kid.
Did you have a Robin sidekick?
His name was Captain Awesome.
His name was Captain America.
Is he better than Matt?
Oh,
He sounds
he
better than
is
Batman.
a giant muscular brute of a man.
Yeah. It's
Who
kind
at
of like a
one
Hercules
point
type.
would grab Batman by the ankles and just flail him about like a weapon.
So he's like the
that's
Brock
interesting.
Samson to your,
Yeah, yeah.
to your, Dr. Venture.
Yeah.
God, can I change one of my answers now?
Right?
Oh,
I just thought of it now.
so good.
Yeah, my buddy and I made some shitty comics as kids too. It was called Angry Scotty. And it was about a stick person ninja type guy who just
Okay.
fought other ninjas, but depending on what color the ninja was, they had different weapons and attacks.
Of course.
It was great.
I drew, I
His
drew
mom
little
threw them out
superheroes,
for being
too.
too violent, though.
I can't draw, so I don't.
Oh, I couldn't draw either,
Yeah.
but I definitely drew little superheroes.
Oh, I actually can draw, but the comic was stick people.
In case you didn't know, friends at home, we're going to talk about superheroes today.
What?
Superheroes, yeah. So if you like hearing a bunch of dudes talking about comic books, well, you're in the right place, let me tell you.
This is the podcast
this is the
for you, because there aren't any other podcasts that do that.
So, everyone, we're doing top 5 superhero team ups. Now, right before we introduced everyone, we were talking about how today, actually, what was it? Fox and Disney were talking to each other, possibly to sell the rights to comic book
Well, it's a
characters
lot
back to
of stuff.
Disney.
It's a
yeah,
lot
so
of stuff, yeah.
well, it would include.
It would include all the the X-Men, not the Spider-Man stuff though, right?
Well, that's Sony.
Spider-Man
It's
Sony.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sony, right? So you're talking about 20th Century
It'd
Fox?
be X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Ooh,
those
the
two
big
things.
ones, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
those
that's
would
a lot
be
of
huge.
characters.
That's big.
Now, by the-
Doctor Doom, guys.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah, like a real villain.
Now, by the
real
time this
villain.
episode releases, we could be completely wrong. It could be like, oh yeah, that was fake.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
Fox bought Disney, guys.
No one saw that one coming. It was almost impossible.
But let's talk about.
I want to
the
point out.
No, go ahead.
This is right now.
Yeah.
Is when that news is being dropped on me.
Oh, you
Oh,
didn't
really?
know?
You didn't know
I
that?
didn't know about this at all.
Oh.
Yeah. It's big
and
news.
I'm excited because that also means Hugh Jackman might come back as Wolverine.
I'm actually okay with him not coming back.
I know it was Logan was the best end for him.
Yeah.
But he said the only way he'd ever come back is if he could be like an Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
At
would
that
love-
point, though, just get Tom Hardy to be, but he's gonna be Venom.
You can
Yeah,
do
but
both?
that's separate.
But
That's
Tom,
not
yeah,
MCU.
no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, but like
Just talk to
wait,
Josh
wait,
Brolin
wait,
or
Tom
Lawrence
Hardy.
Fishburne.
Yeah,
True.
But like, come on, guys. Like Tom Hardy's kind of short.
Tom Horny?
Sorry. Can I take
Tom
it again?
Horny.
Can I take
I
it
feel
again?
like Angus is just really into Tom Hardy.
Well, fun fact, he and I have the same birthday.
Really?
Oh.
And even funner fact, I think he's a real cool guy.
That is
But
a
he's
fun
like
fact.
he's like
That
kind
was
of
super
short.
fun.
He's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
short and he's kind of.
Is he
muscular.
short? How tall is he?
He's not 6'2" like Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
is.
You know who's really...
He is kind of more stocky.
Yeah.
You
he's
know who
got
I
more of a
found out is
Wolverine
really
build.
short? Zac Efron is like actually pretty short apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
How tall?
I can't... I was reading about that Disaster Artist movie that's coming out.
Oh god, that movie looks amazing.
Yeah, and it was saying he's like...
Wait, is Zac Efron in that movie?
Yeah, he is.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty much just anyone that
It's all the friends...
anybody that wants to be in it.
That's awesome.
all of Seth Rogen and James Franco's friends. But yeah, he's like 5'7" or something like
that's-
that. Like...
I could take him down.
Don't quote me on that. If
Can
Zac
you?
Efron
Can you?
shows up at my house to like kick my ass because
Oh,
I
yeah.
quoted his height wrong, because he listens to this podcast.
Yeah, he does. He's actually on the next episode.
He's our biggest
Oh.
fan.
Top 5 high school musicals. Now, that's right. There's 2 more coming. Spoilers. So yeah, the implication that of selling the rights to Disney to do, you know, Fantastic Four and X-Men in the Marvel Universe, that would be huge. That would change things up a lot. And like, you know, I'm kind of scared of what they're going to do after Infinity War, what that really looks like. So it would be cool to have the X-Men in it to, you know, shake things up again. Have the Phoenix in there.
We don't have like a whole subculture of people where everyone has their own unique power that they develop sometime later in life in the MCU. Doesn't exist.
Are you talking about Inhumans?
What?
What is that thing?
I'm also glad because that may mean they're going to stop killing off those characters in the actual comics.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're doing a push.
Right.
Yeah.
We should probably get into the list, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I think it's time. We're primed.
I think we're primed and ready.
I don't know. Do listeners want to hear what we're supposed to talk about, or just this?
They want to hear about Zac Efron's abs.
Yeah.
Now let's come up with some ground rules here. So top
Okay.
5 superhero team ups. I want to be explicit. You know, when this episode releases, Justice League comes out. So this is the whole purpose of this episode, is a little hype for Justice League. Kind of excited. I'm not sure if I'm completely excited on board.
Cautiously
but
optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic.
Can we do a quick cut right now, and you'll edit in our reaction to Justice League? So we'll go see it together.
So let's record a positive one and a negative.
and you'll just put our reaction in right now.
Oh my god, it was the best movie I've ever seen. That movie sucked balls.
Wow. Both at the same time. But I was thinking,
Efficiency.
You know, there's a bunch of really cool superhero team ups out there. But what do we mean by superhero team ups?
Well, I think we're talking about beings who may not like. I want to include some people that aren't classically known as superheroes, but they are superhuman or something along those lines. And there's a team of them, so there's more than
one.
There's two or more, right?
Yeah,
like it's,
And I like to use the term like hero. They're heroes. They're trying to do something. Although I guess like there could be super villain team ups, but whatever.
I think that's a separate episode.
That might be a separate episode.
Yeah.
I don't have any like that, so I didn't really think of that. Any other things that we want to include in these ground rules before we get into it?
Well, I remember you saying it's not restricted to comics.
That's right. Yes, I want to. There's so many different team ups out there that I kind of want to give props to as many as we can.
We're talking TV, movies, comics.
Could be video
dipping
games.
Dipping into like anime. I expect to come up.
Official soundtracks to movies.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so just like every other episode, we are all going to nominate 3 nominations, and then we're going to go around the table, make a master list of 12, and then rank that down to a top 5 list. All right, here we go. As I'm going to nominate the Justice League. Now, I want to be clear because, I mean, it seems kind of easy to nominate them, but I want to nominate the original Justice League here.
Okay, so what's the original
I'm
lineup?
talking about Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter.
But no Aquaman on the
And
original?
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah,
Aquaman's
thank you for
present.
that.
So no Cyborg.
No
Thank
Cyborg.
you. He was not
Because
original.
I disagree with the whole cyborg thing.
No.
I mean, you know this, Tongue. I love Martian Manhunter. I think Martian Manhunter's awesome.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Cyborg,
He's weak to fire, so that's a little. But anyway.
Yeah,
okay.
but you know, whatever.
besides the fact-
Superman's
Oh, you
weak
mean
to a
that thing that's
rock.
everywhere? Wait, no. That's,
Batman's just a human, so
Yeah, but
but-
he's the best.
I think the
no,
original.
he's my favorite hero.
I think the original
Thank you,
Justice
of
League
course.
is like super badass. Like that's a well-rounded team right there. They work
Yeah,
really well
absolutely.
together. And as like further iterations of the Justice League happens, they always have that grand table of just those guys
Yeah.
being like, we're making the
They're-
decisions here,
Yeah.
and everyone else, you can be
Yeah.
part of our
They're
like
like the-
other thingies.
The board of chairs members. Like,
Yeah, yeah. And then there's some good stories around them too.
Yeah.
I find and. Go
I
ahead.
actually, on my list was the Justice League as well, but it was a specific run of the 1997 Grant Morrison version, which is that
Nice.
exact team.
Which
Yeah.
nice,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking
Yeah,
about.
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff we've read.
Yeah, that's the stuff we read.
Yeah, that's all that. You
All
have.
the stuff. I have like 10 JLA comics.
like right
They
next
get
to
worse and worse and worse
do.
as they go
But
on.
that's Grant Morrison stopped writing them after a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's where they start kind of getting really weird and not
Yeah.
good.
Now, I think it would be. Is it Hal Jordan's Green Lantern or is that
That one is Kyle
Kyle
Rayner.
Rayner.
Because
Yeah,
I like
that's Kyle
I
Rayner.
do prefer Kyle Rayner.
That's also
over Hal
Wally
Jordan.
West's.
But if we're talking,
Flash.
But the original-
original would be like
Yeah,
Hal
those guys.
Jordan.
Yeah.
and-
So even though I prefer
Barry
some
Allen.
versions of those characters
Yeah.
better, I still think the original Justice League is probably one of the most iconic superhero team ups, and it's super powerful fucking like
They're
superheroes.
gods.
Yeah,
They're pretty much
yeah,
gods.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
And Batman.
the core Justice League. I mean, Batman
Yeah.
on his own is.
But Batman's awesome because he can take on gods.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah,
that
his
one
freaking
Justice
brain.
League comic there where the whole Justice League gets captured by evil Martians,
Oh, fuck
except
yeah.
for Batman.
Oh yeah,
and he
Oh, he-
single-handedly takes them all out. It's the best.
fucking the best. Yeah, because like I remember like they find like a note of like one of like the evil Martians. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I know your secret.
Yeah. Oh, the fear.
And every time he goes up against like Darkseid and stuff, like Darkseid's like, oh shit, Batman.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, there's a
Batman always wins.
Yeah.
there's a Batman
Yeah, I know.
Superman comic where
It's kind of annoying.
he makes
Oh, are you not a Batman person?
Yeah, we
just
can
not a-
get into
we
it.
can get into it.
I prefer people more flawed characters. You'll see that. No, you'll see
more,
that from
with
my
more
list, I
tragedy.
think.
Okay,
We'll get into it.
we'll
We'll
argue
get
about
Not
that
whiny
later.
tragic.
I'll just do one more thing. Is
yeah.
there in the Rock of Ages, I believe, comic
good
series?
storyline.
There's a part where Batman literally convinces. I forget what's the villain.
Oh, Darkseid's like number two
guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
Steppenwolf.
No.
Desaad.
Yeah, it was Desaad.
Desaad to be mortal for a little bit.
Oh no, that was Metron.
Metron,
with his
okay.
like Mobius chair. Or whatever.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah,
whatever it was, he convinced a god to be like vulnerable for a little bit to be like
become
human.
humans to experience.
You don't
it.
know what it's like to be human, and the god's like, here I am, I'm human, and then he punches that god in the face.
I'm sorry, I just gotta jump on Mobius chair for a second. Does that just mean it's a chair any way you look at it? Like it's Mobius? So it's a chair on both
He's
sides.
like an interdimensional being
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
I guess that works too.
Anyways,
Wow, that sounds cool.
Matt,
I'm gonna go with The Incredibles.
nice.
Ooh, I didn't
good
even
one.
think of that.
Yeah,
I had that on my list.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
on my my honorable mentions.
Because like after like the Batman movies petered out, I feel like that was the first superhero movie that took superheroes seriously. After that,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Well,
And
besides, you
it
know,
takes them seriously,
X-Men,
but
but
in
like
a
the Raimi
lighthearted
Spider-Man
way.
movies. But yeah,
I think it was before
X-Men came
Raimi's
first.
Spider-Man.
No,
X-Men was
definitely
2000, Spider-Man was 2002, Incredibles would
it
have
was like
been
2004, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
I
after.
think so.
Okay, I'll say it's the one that's still watchable though.
Oh,
Ooh, interesting.
Spider-Man 2 is great. Spider-Man 1 is still not.
strongly
is-
disagree, but please do.
Okay.
I haven't rewatched them in a while.
They're very, very good. Go ahead, do your Incredibles thing.
No, yeah, but like
Yeah.
I just love that. It's a great family story.
I agree.
Brad Bird.
Brad Bird, yeah, fucking
Bird.
amazing filmmaking. Also, it's just great to see like them deal with more human things as well. Like they're all out of being superheroes because of a bunch of lawsuits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bunch of whiny victims. That's it. That came off really bad. That's not.
Well, no, yeah, because
Stupid normies.
there was that
Not
one
what I
like scene
intended.
where it's like, I saved your life. You didn't save my life. You ruined my death.
Oh yeah.
God,
Yeah,
there's a lot.
That's a good movie. That
is a really good.
That's a
I'm
really
psyched
good
for
movie.
the sequel.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do good on it. So
Apparently,
we'll
it
see.
picks up right where the first one left off.
Yeah,
Oh, with
I believe in
the
Brad Bird.
Underminer or whatever.
Yeah, the Underminer.
Yeah, and they're a good actual team as well. Like they
Yeah.
work as a family. They actually like
Well,
work
the
well
powers
together.
complement each other. You know?
Exactly.
It's a good-
Except the babies,
That's
which you can do anything.
That's an important. Well, they're
Jack
basically
Jack?
the Fantastic
Yeah.
Four.
I also love the just also like honorable mentions this Frozone just being part of the team kind of.
Oh, Frozone is the best.
Yeah, he's like a guest member.
Yeah.
I
Where
get that.
is my super suit?
Steve, what do you got as your first nomination?
All right, so my first nomination is going to be Young Justice.
I was
know,
gonna say that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
What
I
iteration?
mean that's the show. So what I'll say is specifically who I'm talking about.
Which season?
Well, I mean, kind of both seasons. Like the main, the core main characters. So we've got Dick Grayson, whether he's Robin or Nightwing, Wally West, Kid Flash, Aqualad, Superboy, Artemis, and Megan. Kind of the core six of them.
Yeah.
They're oh my god, just so good.
That's
so
a
good.
great show.
Yeah.
I actually
Like,
never
so-
watched this one.
That is
Oh,
nice.
watch
So
it,
good.
man! It got revived by Netflix.
Yeah, I'm not a huge. Not a big fan of all the DC stuff.
No,
Yes,
you gotta
it.
watch
like
it.
a couple
gotta watch this.
standalone things have been really.
You gotta
good.
watch it, and
Yeah?
you'll have to give it a few episodes to kind
That's
of.
what I told
Oh,
Steve.
okay.
Let
That's another thing where it's like, okay, the
No,
first 6 episodes are pretty bad. I'm
it's-
not gonna lie to you.
It's a slow build, but
Yeah.
it's so.
That's what I told
good.
Steve. It's kind of like it starts off like as it looks like a kids show, and the first couple episodes would totally position it as a kids show, and then it gets deeper and
It
deeper and deeper.
matures
Because
so
like, well,
much.
the original, not the new one. The original Teen Titans show was good, and so I'm
Yeah.
surprised you didn't say that. You said Young Justice. I don't
Young
even know what that
Justice.
is. That's just all like all the sidekicks of the regular superheroes.
Well,
Basically,
Well, same as
they
Teen
form like
Titans.
a mini Justice League, but it
Well, I
gets
have the
so
two
much
then, yeah.
deeper than that. It's
Yeah.
it's its
Okay,
own
cool.
thing.
yeah, and it has Superboy. Superboy.
Yeah, the core group of them are like Robin, Kid Flash, Superboy, Aqualad, Artemis, who's Green Arrow's niece or something.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how he knows her. And then Megan is the Martian Manhunter's niece.
Yeah.
That's a great superhero name, Megan.
Well, her name's
Magan.
Magan.
Her name's
Magan
Magan, yeah.
Jones. You know.
Her superhero name is Ms. Martian, though, too.
Ms. Martian. Oh,
That's a Aqualad is so cool.
Aqualad, and he was created for that show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
has like
He's the
water
coolest.
bending powers essentially.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Atlantean magic.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one. I didn't even think.
Yeah, I know, I
didn't
know.
even think
Oh,
of that,
I
yeah.
didn't think of that either.
That's
Like,
another
it
good
could
one,
still
right?
be on it. Could still be on
Right?
it. All right, Angus. What do you have?
Okay, well, I'm a little shocked it hasn't been said, but I already feel like I'm going to be a little overpowered with all the DC love. But I have to say the X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
like-
yeah, I love the
Yeah.
X-Men.
And,
that's
I
totally
like
fair.
them. I like them. One of their big things. They've got a rotating cast, but even if you just look at you can look at the original, which is like Beast, Cyclops, Angel, Jean Grey, and Iceman, and or you could look at like the '90s cartoon, which I think is what a lot of people know. That's like my core team of like Wolverine, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Rogue, Storm. Like it's a good team. They all work together and these kinds of things. There's like inner squabbles between them. None of them are perfect godlike beings. None of them are, and like it's I really like that, and I think the thing I like the most is that they save people and they save the world, and like nobody respects them for it.
Yeah.
There's people still want to kill them and throw them in jail and stuff like that, even though they saved the world.
I think I like Cyclops less than I used to when I was a kid. When
Oh,
I was a
I
kid,
always
I
hated him.
Oh,
always
he's a douche, yeah.
I always
always
liked
hated
him.
him.
I don't know, maybe because I always got forced to play him in the Sega.
Oh, really?
Genesis. Like my cousin's like, you should be, because I'm gonna take Wolverine. You should be that guy. I'm like, all right, I guess he's
You
cool.
have two other good options in that game. You have Gambit and you have Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
I'd never play Cyclops.
I always liked Wolverine and Gambit. Those were always my
Oh, yeah.
favorite as a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
They're so cool.
Great.
Because they're the cool ones.
Oh
my!
Oh, that's
What
the
a
other thing.
bad show.
You whoa.
Yeah, it
hold,
does-
slow your roll.
it does not hold up.
The,
It
the
is
theme
kinda
song
bad.
though, we will not cover another thing. Okay, maybe I have one more thing on my list that might have a better theme song than the '90s X-Men TV
True.
show. And
It's
it.
quite an iconic
Yeah,
theme
you're right,
song.
you're
I'll give
right.
you that.
Round two. Okay. All right. We're going to round two. That's pretty good. Round one. Lots of DC
Lots of interesting
love.
stuff.
Some
And
Pixar.
You guys
in
all
there.
picked things that I weren't on my top.
This is tough though.
This is tough. I'm gonna go with in my round two, kind of taking it. There's some obvious choices, but I'm gonna
gotta
go for
get
a
them in
couple. I'm gonna go with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Ooh.
Fucking
Yes,
that's,
yes.
that's the one that might have a better theme song.
Yeah,
yeah. We're
Go,
talking
go,
season
Power
one.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you, man.
I'm on the fence, but I'm trying to decide if I like it more with Tommy in it.
Of course.
As
No
the
question.
White Ranger or the Green Ranger.
Or the Red Ranger.
Because when he's the White Ranger, he's the leader.
Yeah.
When he's the
True.
Green Ranger, he's
He's
like the
just kinda like
guest.
So
And he's evil.
I'll say one thing. I had the VHS of the movie, which had Ivan Ooze, which
Ivan
we've
Ooze,
mentioned
which we've
multiple
had.
times on this podcast.
Yo,
It had-
Ivan Ooze is the best.
So you and I have talked about Ivan Ooze
Oh,
before.
like it's when we get together, we talk about Ivan Ooze. I would actually nominate that lineup. Like I don't know if you because like, that's a good lineup.
I think
that?
I think I want Tommy as number one.
Who's that? That was
as
what?
White Ranger.
Tommy,
Rocky,
Billy.
No,
Adam.
Yeah, so I don't actually nominate.
I really
I don't
like
think I want to nominate that. I still want
Oh, okay.
Tommy as the White
Gotcha.
Ranger, but I still like Jason, Kimberly,
Oh, okay.
Billy,
So like the 6
Zach,
episodes where
and
Jason
Trini.
stuck around because he leaves. I don't remember
Well,
the show that
he
much.
become-
He leaves pretty.
He
quick
left, and
after.
I'm fairly certain he went on to do gay porn. I definitely heard
in the show.
No,
like the character.
in the show, Jason
Okay.
gave up being a Power Ranger to gay porn.
So I've heard this
Do what
theory
you love.
before.
I've heard. I don't know if
yeah,
it's true.
but I've heard also I think I've heard it debunked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do know that Tommy is a legit MMA fighter. Though.
Yeah, he is.
and he's
And-
Well,
jacked.
yeah,
and he-
I don't know how many professional fights he's had,
True.
but yeah,
true.
no, he did.
Yeah, you don't see him on.
David, what's his name?
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank.
No, his name's not Jason, is it?
Is it Jason? I thought it was Jason.
It might be.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He loves Power Rangers. He guest spots in
Yeah.
all the new shows,
Oh, yeah?
like, all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
He's never stopped. And then when like
No
there's
one
a
else will
part
hire him, but
there's
yeah.
a part where they'd be like, and I've watched. There was a actual big phase in my life pretty recently where I was watching all of the morphs for every single show, and I didn't watch the show. I just watched all the morphs.
What is the morph?
Like when you know how they morph.
I
That's
see,
the
I see,
lamest
I see.
thing
I
I've
see,
ever
yeah.
heard.
I know,
someone
but they
doing.
all morph in really cool ways, and I'm like, I'm just gonna watch all these. So
Just like a super cut.
How,
It was a
how
super
cool
cut.
are they really?
some of them
Tom?
are cool and some of them are really bad. But there's always a couple scenes that I went to where it's just like Tommy returns and they're like, oh my God, it's Tommy, the legendary ranger. And it's like, oh my God, he's still doing it. He just loves it so much.
Like it's all considered one
good.
continuity.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of my favorite versions of that is when Tommy was recruiting other Red Rangers to do to help him save the day. I think
There
it
was like
like
an episode with all of the Red Rangers.
that was actually, I actually did watch that episode. That's actually a really good episode.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. It is really well done. And I was
All
like,
right.
my
that's really
favorite
good.
part of that though is also like at the end, like the Red Ranger of that show's iteration.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, he really is the best Red Ranger. And then next to him is Jason.
Yeah,
and Jason's like, what the fuck?
But Tommy wasn't a Red Ranger.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
When was he a Red Ranger?
Turbo.
You fucking losers. You fucking losers.
I will say Turbo was also the worst iteration of Power Rangers.
Was that the second movie they did?
Yeah, with the fucking kid as the Blue Ranger.
Okay.
I love
I'm the Blue Ranger.
They replaced Billy with a
A child, yeah.
and they're
a nerdy child.
He's just as good.
Well, he was also Billy's
not better.
protege.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Billy was training him not to, I don't think to be a Power Ranger, but just like to be a nerd.
Just to be a nerd.
Yeah.
Last thing I'll say is
Power
Jason, the character. There's a great episode and a GIF online where he gets challenged to a dance battle, but all he's doing is like martial arts as his dance move.
Mac dancing.
Yeah, it's basically that, and it's so good. Anyways, Matt, what's your second nomination?
Okay, so my second nomination is from a little known show called Darkwing Duck, The Justice Ducks.
Oh wow, interesting.
It's an episode where Megaduck like got all these supervillains involved.
Yeah.
And they like Darkwing wanted to be like solo because he's like the Batman, character.
Yeah.
So we got Gizmo Duck, Morgana Macabre. That's the magician.
Yeah.
Or the witch.
Like the Zatanna version.
Yeah. I think she was also like Darkwing's like girlfriend or something in the show.
Makes sense.
We
I
also
realized there was a team on that show.
yeah.
Oh wow.
There's also Neptuna, which is like a mutated fish, which is Aquaman, pretty
Yeah,
much
of
for the
course.
team. And Stegmutt, which is a humanoid stegosaurus.
Cool. And this is a one episode type thing?
It
or-
was a two-parter. It was a big deal.
Oh well, then it really counts.
And they had
It's basically a
powers
movie.
and everything.
Yeah.
And that's cool. I've never seen it, so.
The only that didn't have powers, actually no, Darkwing and Gizmo Duck don't have powers.
They just have gadgets.
Yeah, because Gizmo Duck's kind of like their Iron Man
Nice.
Okay.
inside of a Batman style universe.
Yeah. Darkwing Duck.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, I don't remember anymore.
Yeah,
I remember, like,
never
I-
watched that.
All I know is like, let's get dangerous.
Maybe the third best theme song, I guess, so far. Like
Okay.
it doesn't beat X-Men or
Doesn't
Power
beat-
Rangers.
not
but
yet, not
it's
yet.
a good show. It was a good show. I definitely remember watching
Yeah.
that a lot.
Is it worth watching now?
I think
Was
it
it
would be,
hold
yeah.
up?
Okay. All right.
I think like that's the good thing of like that
check it out.
iteration
It's
of like
not like the Daffy Duck universe, right? Like, or sorry, Donald Duck. Like, it's not.
no, it's the Scrooge McDuck universe because
So-
it also
so
has Gizmo Duck and Launchpad McQuack are both in it.
I don't know those
Oh,
characters.
they're connected.
But
Okay.
like, it's like, do you see like Huey, Dewey, and Louie in an episode of Darkwing Duck?
No,
So is it? Okay.
the connection is
But
though.
like Scrooge McDuck isn't Darkwing Duck, but does he like fund him? Like what? Like I don't.
No, I don't even know how Darkwing Duck has like funding because Drake Mallard just like which is Drake Mallard,
These are
which is
great
his,
names.
Such a great name.
I don't know what he does. He just lives in a suburban house.
All right.
He's not even.
Hey,
okay.
man.
All right.
Doesn't
whatever.
need explanation.
Nice.
Steve, what do you got?
Okay, so this is tough. I have a lot of variety on my honorable mentions, and part of me wants to kind of go that route because it seems like that's how you guys are going. But I have to say this one. It's my first pick. It's the one I'm going to fight for. Batman and Robin.
All right.
Good choice.
Batman and Robin. Like,
Angus, what do you
Which
think?
one?
also,
Yeah, like I guess.
yeah. I mean, come on. Who's going to beat Batman and Robin? Honestly, just really any Batman. But I mean, in terms of like which Robin you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dick Grayson, no question.
Yeah.
Cool.
Come on.
Cool.
So like animated series, or
Yeah, I
or
mean, if
talking-
you want,
so
I mean,
we
if
do
you want to
have-
talk about theme songs or just opening credits in general, Batman the animated
Yeah,
series.
best opening sequence.
Sure,
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't recall the theme as much as I do.
It's not. It's just instrumental.
Is it,
Yeah.
Are you talking about
I'm
Robin?
sorry, the X-Men one?
Are you talking about Robin when he's like young, or when he's like older?
Like
when
is
he's
he wearing
like,
pants?
I don't care if it's Dick Grayson. It's Dick Grayson.
Teenage.
Like I'm thinking, like even
Not Jason Todd.
like Batman Dark Victory by like the comic book when they first.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
the
really
one where
good.
they tell like that's so good, and that's Robin when he's like 8 or 10 or something.
He's
So
8,
good.
and he
Something
helps
like
fight
that.
crime when he's 8.
I think he's like 11. He's
Yo,
11.
Bruce is
Is
Okay.
he 11?
Yo, Bruce is fucked up. He
Okay.
Bruce is fucked up.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna- I'm going to say something that I think might be considered controversial. I think Batman's great. I think the idea that's not the controversial.
Okay.
I think the idea of him having a kid sidekick is really dumb.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It
and
is,
insane.
I think Captain America. I think anyone who has a child sidekick. I think
it's
dumb.
really fucked up. But Dick Grayson is the coolest.
Yeah, it all
Sure.
works.
I just
it
watched
works out because
Bad Blood or whatever the other day, like on Netflix, with like the Robins teaming up to like
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, it's good. I get it. But yeah.
the idea behind it, like, way I like it is like in the comics, it always seems like he's trying to help the kids out of their horrors by doing
I get
this.
I get the justification of it. I just think it's
Also in the comic, like I think they also just wrote it in the 40s so like the kids could like
that's
see
exactly
Robin.
what
Yeah,
they
so
did.
Yeah, it's
that's
totally-
who I am. I can never be
I
that
can
fucked
be
up
Robin.
creature.
yeah. For sure, it's a
And
way
I'm
in.
pretty sure they address the whole like kind of fucked upness that he just keeps hiring like kids to like help fight. And there's like other Batmans out there and stuff like that that do the same thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like Dick Grayson he took in because his family was murdered, and then Dick Grayson kind of figured it out and forced him to tag him along. And then when Dick Grayson moved on, he like picked up Jason Todd off the street because he was trying to.
Who's the third
Tim
one?
Drake.
Tim
Drake.
So,
Thank you.
so after Jason Todd died, Bruce Wayne was like, never again.
No more Robins.
And then Tim Drake was like, it was his dream to be Robin, and he on his own figured out who Batman was. Like he's arguably a better detective.
I like to think that everyone in Gotham knows it's Bruce Wayne, and they're just pretending. They're like, well, no, don't like, come on, just don't be a
Who else
dick.
has more money?
Like, come on, like Gordon, like I figured it out immediately.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
come on, guys.
Well, that is something I like. I actually do believe Gordon knows.
He's got to, right?
But he's
not an
like-
idiot.
Gordon's got to know.
Yeah, but he can't like admit it, or he'll also get himself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Because Batman is a vigilante running around in a city.
for sure.
I mean, he's a fucked up orphan who spends his nights beating up on mentally challenged people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
he's
he
also
does.
super rich. I don't know. Yeah, like I have my issues with Batman. I think he's a great character. But,
To support Steve's thing, Tim figured it out because he also loved the Flying Graysons.
yeah.
And he saw a maneuver that Dick
That only-
did at that time, and then he saw Robin do it later on. He's like, oh.
That's something
Yeah.
only that kid could do. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a smart
But we're
kid.
talking about
Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
So Dick
the
Grayson,
best
Bruce
Batman.
Wayne. Okay,
Batman and
gotcha.
Robin.
Angus.
Okay, this is another good one. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I wrote
Yes.
that too. I feel like
Yeah.
we might have.
Yeah. Well, I
TMNT.
wanted, it's I don't know. I think I don't think you classically think of them as superheroes, but much like the Power Rangers, they are. They fight.
they are.
They
They
have
are.
a huge cast of villains that they
mean-
fight, and they're just like I think of all these. I think they are equally as iconic as a team. They might even be more iconic than like. I feel like I knew more about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid than I did about the Justice League.
Oh yeah.
I would
Like,
agree, yeah.
I watched the cartoon and stuff like that. They were such a big thing. It was like TMNT, and just
Yeah.
like everyone had their favorite turtle.
Yeah.
I think we should all say who our favorite turtle is.
Ready?
Right?
3,
Two,
2, 1.
Ralph.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait,
if
did
I-
we
I
get
don't-
one of each? What did you say?
I don't know who I would say is my favorite.
But did you really say Leonardo?
Yeah, he was the
Oh.
leader. I fucking love it. He also
okay,
wore
cool.
a blue
Yeah,
mask,
yeah.
and I love blue.
Raph.
Michelangelo. You're Donatello.
That's okay.
he's
Donatello's
pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
Donatello, the second
Or-
best Ninja Turtle. That's totally fine.
He does machines.
There's a girl Ninja Turtle in like the
Yep. Yeah, the new mutation.
Venus or something.
Yeah, Venus?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is Venus.
Because they did
Yep.
not get the naming scheme
Also
right.
blue.
They just didn't understand.
If I remember correctly, the show went to weird lengths to point out that she wasn't related to the four brothers.
Oh, that's so they could fuck her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that they could have. Yeah, there was no graphic turtle sex in the,
No.
the show. Just to allude to that, and even actually, sorry, we had the original '90s one, or sorry, we had the original one from like the '80s. I feel like there was one in the early 2000s that was also very good.
Yeah, it was.
It was
It was a little like
animated
edge.
movie,
It was,
yeah.
no, but like it was an animated like show, and
Yeah,
it ran
it
for a
was-
couple seasons.
Isn't the
I
Nickelodeon one
think
supposed to be really good? Too?
It is. I've
The
been
new
watching
like
it.
CG one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had to nominate one, I'd nominate like the second iteration of the TV show, where
Yeah.
like it's a lot like harder edges and stuff like that. It's a little edgier and stuff like that, but it had a really sweet video,
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time was even before that, but there's one on
Yeah.
the PS2 that was actually really fun.
Oh, really?
Co-op. Yeah, it was like more like
Turtles in Time was
Okay,
what I liked.
did you
Turtles in Time
see
was great.
the finale of that version of the series?
I didn't
had,
watch it.
had them meet up with
The old, I saw a
Yeah.
clip online for that where they're like talking to the like older versions of the turtles, and they're like shorter.
yeah, but they also they're like, what the fuck's up with these guys? Because
Yeah.
all of them, the only one that's liking them is Michelangelo.
Yeah.
because he's also just a jokester, even in that version of the
Oh,
show.
I would also like to agree, everyone here, that we do not acknowledge that the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movies even exist.
What's that?
what movies?
Thank
What
you.
are we talking about?
Thank you. Good. Perfect. Moving on.
And last thing I'll say about that Turtles
Oh,
is
yeah.
that the
Fucking
the
iconic.
actual team dynamic between them when they fight together, that's like they really fight together to win their fights. I find, and that's a really cool thing.
And that's a good thing for a team. And actually, kind of goes back to your other pick, X-Men, is that they are better as a team.
Yeah.
The team aspect is actually very important.
Yeah,
to the whole
exactly.
thing.
Not to shit on like the Justice League. I take sight on the Justice League a little bit. I feel like when you do that, like I think of that whole team as like the one you nominated was like 6 or 7 members, but I really think of like the Trinity, right?
The
I think of
Trinity.
like
the Trinity.
or maybe even like I would just forget the Green Lanterns on that team sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
And sometimes Aquaman, but it's like you think of those guys. When you think of the Turtles, you think of all of them. When you think of the Power Rangers, you think of all of them. Like they are the team. They are a quintessential team.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. I
Also,
agree. And it made me like pizza. Actually,
The Ninja Turtles.
I didn't need help with that.
If there's any debate about the superhero-ness of Ninja Turtles, they do share an origin with Daredevil.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
So, I mean, they're
You know what? Daredevil's an honorary Ninja Turtle. He gets to be on the team.
TMNT
And there's also that.
Daredevil.
They fight the foot.
Isn't there a
It's so-
Batman versus Ninja Turtles comic or something?
There's
Probably.
two.
There's
There's two
Batman
versions of that
versus
right now,
everything.
Yeah.
where it's the current comics version, the IDW version, and then in current Batman comics. Then they have one of I think it's the '90s cartoon series versus '90s Batman cartoon series.
That
Right.
sounds good.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Let's move on to the final round. There's a couple that I'm like,
This is tough, man.
this seems like I need to have this on the list
Right?
because
I've got such a long
it should
list,
belong
and I don't
here,
even know
and
where to go.
it's just kind of the boring choice. But as host, I usually should.
If you don't, I will.
You will?
Well, I don't know.
No, I
you
don't.
do it. You do it just in case I don't.
There's a couple that I'm like, this should.
I'll try to get you covered.
I'm gonna go safe with this my final nomination, just because I think it's kind of what started everything, which is the MCU Avengers.
Thank you very
There we
much.
go.
Um,
I was worried they weren't going to make it.
yeah, I was worried too. I was like,
would've
I
been-
should nominate them.
That would have been me, yeah.
But
That's a great team
yeah,
event.
I think this whole superhero craze, surgence of like people who maybe were afraid to like comic books and like wide openness. The Avengers, the first movie is so good that they're like, hey,
So good.
we can do this. We can have all these heroes in one movie and we can pull it off. And then they create this entire universe around it, which
Yeah.
is still going.
The
Yeah.
MCU's changed the world.
17 movies now?
Yeah, they're still going.
17?
No,
I
if
love.
you count Spider-Man, yeah.
I love most of the movies that have come out. That
Oh yeah, even the worst MCU movie is still a fine movie.
really good.
Yeah.
So
right?
what I'm saying is, even Iron Man 2 is still okay to watch.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say Iron Man 2 or Thor 2.
No,
I was like, which way is it gonna
really,
go?
really, I think the first Captain America movie is the worst one. But
Really?
I just find it
Ours is
wild.
another
This is a whole
conversation.
other,
This is another
This is a whole
conversation.
other list we'll have to do.
But yeah, Cap. I'm talking about Cap, Thor, Hulk, and Iron Man.
You don't
Yes.
count. You don't count Hawkeye or Black Widow.
No, who are those?
Oh,
no,
interesting.
I'm kidding. No, they
Yeah.
belong in this.
Like,
but
so,
they're like
so we're counting like the movie ones.
They're-
I
they're
think
the
they're great
team sidekicks.
interpretation. I think they're great interpretation.
No. I'm talking about that core group in the first Avengers because I think it's also a very important movie for
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
everything. Honestly,
Yeah.
when it comes to comic
and even
books.
you're talking about the first Avengers movie. I would even say I think the second because people don't think the second Avengers movie is as good as the first one, but I think that's partly because it treads the exact same ground as the first one. If the first Avengers movie didn't happen and it was just solo movies that set up for the second one, I still think that would have been a great movie too.
Yeah.
Like in Civil War is a fucking awesome.
Civil War is an
movie.
amazing
so
movie.
Good. So it's like the Avengers.
The
Great.
Avengers are great.
They're great.
The Avengers are great.
The Avengers are great.
End of list.
I loved how everybody hated Captain America when the first movie came out.
I did.
know
I
everybody
really
hated
liked that
I
movie.
love
Yeah,
that
no,
movie.
Winter
liked the
Soldier.
first
I was
Captain
like,
America
boom, this
movie.
guy's awesome.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah.
And then like Avengers came, and I knew so many more people were like, he's okay. And then Winter Soldier came, and like,
It's
he's the
fun
man.
to see his
Yeah,
old
man. I
costumes.
liked it. I enjoyed the first Captain America movie. I really like it.
There is like
Yeah.
I don't understand why people
so
shit
many
on
more
it.
people wearing the Captain
Oh.
America T-shirt.
Oh, it's 'cause it's
as
bad.
opposed to an Iron
It's
Man
not.
one.
It's not bad.
Sorry.
If anything, it's the most heroic of the Phase 1 movies.
Yeah, my only concern with the MCU universe is I wish they got, and we talked a little bit about this with Thor Ragnarok, no spoilers. I wish it was a titch more serious. And I understand that they're movies for kids, but like it's like get like
I don't
Tony
know.
Stark.
I've
What do you
heard
think?
a few people complain about Thor Ragnarok being too funny, but like
Yeah,
I
still awesome
I
movie.
knew that's what it was going to be going in. I'm like
Yeah.
I was expecting
I
a
was
funny
really
movie,
stoked
and
for it,
I
too,
loved
so I
it.
got-
The action's really good too.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
good action. Good soundtrack
and
too.
what? Be more serious. What is this? DC? You're gonna. end up
I
with-
say Marvel moves a half step closer to DC, and DC moves 6 steps closer to Marvel, and I think we get 2 really good franchises.
Honestly,
right there.
I don't even think DC needs to move closer to Marvel if they just if they can continue to commit to what they're doing. I respect them for committing
Yeah.
to what they're doing.
They're definitely
but
sticking to their
But
guns.
just like do it better.
Just be 19% more coherent, please.
Wonder Woman was pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet. I still need to watch it.
pretty
Oh,
good.
it's great.
It's decent.
Matt.
Okay, so I've been scrambling my brain during this entire conversation because my other two have been taken. And once again, I was asked at noon, so I didn't really.
Do you want to pick one off my list?
no,
to make my next
He's got it.
choice
He's
easier?
got it.
I got one.
He's got it.
Big Hero 6.
Oh.
Okay, so that's
Wait,
technically
yeah.
a Marvel movie. I haven't watched that one.
It's great.
Yeah.
it's
Are
great.
you talking the movie or the comic book? Because they're
Movie,
actually
because
very
I haven't
different.
read the comics.
Yeah,
Movie. Is it a
that's
good
all I
movie?
know too.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I haven't watched it. I should
liked
watch
it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Will it make me cry? I heard it might make me
Nah,
cry.
I don't think so.
Oh, I also
It's no
cry
Up.
I cry at the drop of the hat.
It's no Up.
Okay, I don't get. Everyone's like, "Oh, Up made me cry."
Okay.
Please continue.
What about, did you ever cry at Iron Giant?
No,
Okay, then you
I
won't
cried.
cry.
I cried at 1985 Transformers movie. Optimus Prime dies. That made me cry.
Whoa,
I was
spoilers.
I was also 6.
What?
The movie?
I cry every time Optimus Prime dies.
Nah.
I will
Pretty
say,
much every day.
I will say, every time I watch Iron Giant, that ending still gets me misty-eyed.
You should have put that as a superhero movie.
Giant.
So Big Hero 6 though. What's that team consist of?
Oh, crap.
Uh,
I was scrambling
Baymax.
Baymax.
So that's the
Baymax.
robot.
I almost said Betamax.
There's a guy that transforms into a monster, right?
Hero's the guy who controls Baymax.
So they're kind of one, really.
Well, yeah,
but they're part
Hero
of the
just
six.
he rides
There's
Baymax.
a guy. There's a
and,
lady
yeah.
on rollerblades, right? I
Yeah.
genuinely just going
Yeah.
off like
I'm
the
just going to
poster.
go on IMDb.
TJ Miller
quickly.
turns into a monster, right?
He has like a dragon suit that he puts on.
Whereas, like in the comic books, he legitimately does turn into a dragon.
yeah,
Oh,
in
okay.
this one
Yeah,
he
they-
like literally has a suit where he just shoots flames.
They changed the team a bit.
The
from
bad
comic
guy
book
for
to the
that looked
movie.
really cool. Wasn't he like a pile of spiders or
yeah,
something?
he was like
It was like nanobots. Kind
Yeah.
of.
yeah,
Robo
he
spiders,
had a
basically.
kabuki mask.
Okay,
and
so-
he can control nanobots.
So this is the team as it said on IMDb. We got Hero, we got Baymax, we got Go-Go, Fred.
Fred's the dragon.
That's probably TJ Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally.
And
We got.
I feel like there's a guy who's super strong.
No.
No?
That's Baymax.
Yeah,
Basically.
Baymax is just the super
Okay,
strong one.
okay.
We got Wasabi, which I don't remember his superhero name.
Yeah, Wasabi. What did he do? It was a dude.
I
It
don't
was.
remember. I only saw the movie once, and it's been a couple.
Oh,
years.
he had like lightning swords on his his arms.
Nice. That's a sweet superpower.
Yeah. So you can activate that and like cut things up pretty well.
Yeah. All right,
and,
cool.
and we also got like Honey Lemon in this.
She had like a purse, right?
Yeah.
She had a
she threw like it was like
it's
colorful
like she threw
balls.
like she had a purse that like she can like program to like anytime she threw a ball it would do a different thing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
I'm
sounds-
really glad that you didn't just stop at like, oh no, her name is Honey Lemon and she has a purse. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, come on.
It works. It works.
No, great. That
This all
sounds
works
great.
out.
power of convenience.
Yeah. It's like, well, if her suit just had pockets.
No, and the last one
deep
was
cut.
like the girl.
Go-Go.
Oh, was it Go-Go?
Go-Go, yeah,
and
she's
she
on,
had
like,
the rollerblade.
rollerblades.
things, and that was she was really cool.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
I will watch it. I should watch that soon.
It's cool.
It's a
It's
great
worth
movie.
it.
Okay, I'll watch it. Do you think my girlfriend would like it?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nothing crazy. I just like it's good.
Okay, I'll check
the
it out.
interactions of between Hero and Baymax make it
Yeah.
the most worthwhile thing.
Okay, he's like a bubblegum thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voiced by
Alright, cool.
Scott Adsit.
Scott,
Steve.
that's it.
All right. This is. I don't know what I want to do. I had a pick. I was gonna pick basically like Thor Ragnarok. You know, very topical.
Yeah, very topical.
But I think I'm gonna move away from that. I'm gonna pick one that I didn't originally have on my list. I'm going with the Avatar gang.
Yeah, that
yes.
one came up.
Yeah.
That's a
Come
good.
on. Oh,
I
it's
still
so
okay.
good.
So I still haven't.
specifically season 2 Avatar gang.
So I haven't
Okay.
finished
Best
season 2 yet. I
best
didn't watch
season.
this way back when. Like
so
yeah.
who does that consist of?
So Aang,
Just be careful. Oh no, you go ahead. I should have caught up. on this.
Aang, Toph, Katara, and oh my god,
Sokka?
Katara's brother. Yeah,
Sokka.
Sokka.
Yeah. Oh, just a small anecdote. In my girlfriend's brother and sister-in-law, or her brother and his wife, they were all talking about what kind of benders they would be because they're all big fans of the series. And then they looked at me and I'm like, "What about me?" And they're like, "You'd be Sokka." And I'm like, "Oh, the one that doesn't have superpowers and is an idiot." Oh,
Hey, no.
thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. No.
I haven't finished it yet.
Once you finish it, you'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is
I'll-
awesome."
You'll change your tune.
Okay, great.
Great.
I am pretty funny though.
And like even just for the
I agree.
boomerang joke.
Thanks, man.
I've
Yeah.
I've only seen the series finale. So
That's the only episode I've
Oh
seen.
yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, I
will
walked
say-
in.
yeah.
Actually, it was at Steve's old place, and we
Yeah,
just
back
had
when me and Ryan were watching
yeah,
it.
we had a buddy. Anyways, he's like, "You want to watch the ending of Avatar?" I'm like, "Not really." He's like, "Well, I'm going to, so
Yeah.
you just might as well." I'm like, "Okay."
and it's like the last episode's like a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I saw.
Well, yeah, my girlfriend kind of is
Yeah.
one of the ones where she's like, no, you have to watch this. And I watched like the first 3
Yeah.
episodes. It's like, okay,
Oh,
I get
so-
it. It's good.
Yeah, like the
And then
first season. The first season's pretty
It's
good, but
It's
like it matures so much as the
Yeah.
series
Yeah.
goes on, right? Like
Well,
the
that's
first
the thing is,
season's okay.
I keep saying, I'm like, why does it just pull the air out of people's lungs and kill them? And she's like, hold
Wow.
on. I'm like, blood is water.
that does
Why can't-
actually happen.
Yeah, I'm like,
but-
why can't I just
yeah.
bend someone's blood and break
They
all
do
their
that.
bones and kill them? Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, it's like 3 seasons, and it's a straight up trilogy, right? Like the 3 seasons are a proper trilogy structure. So obviously, season 2 is the best.
I'd like to watch
and
it.
like
Great.
that's why Toph has to be on the list because of the blind jokes.
Yeah.
The blind jokes just kill me.
I'd like to watch it.
It's
It's on Crave.
It's on
it was on Netflix.
It's not
When
on
I
Netflix
watched. It's not anymore. I don't know then.
We'll get you
Well,
set up.
I'll
And then,
find
I
it.
mean,
I'll find
by
it.
extension, there's also the sequel series,
Yeah.
Korra.
Legend of Korra. Not terrible. Not
I
terrible.
will
So
say
you're going OG show
yeah,
season 2.
if I really have to season 2, but really
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
the
Okay.
gang from the original
Cool.
series.
Angus.
Okay, this is really this is really tough. Okay, I'll get whatever. I already nominated the X-Men. I'm going to nominate the Uncanny X-Force as well, specifically the 35 issues that Rick Remender wrote. Do yourself a favor and read that. It's like if if Charles Xavier needed a hit squad. That's what the X-Force is. So it's Wolverine, Deadpool, Archangel, Psylocke, and Phantom
Okay.
X, I believe.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
it's like a good team.
That's quite a
Who's
team.
Phantom X?
Phantom X. I didn't
He's-
know about him before this.
I know him. I was playing
Yeah.
Mutants and Masterminds, so like the superhero
Okay.
version of Dungeons and Dragons, and my buddy was like, "I want to be Phantom X."
So I
So
did-
he was just straight up Phantom X from the X-Men.
What
in
is
our campaign.
what are his powers again? He's got like this AI that's like this
Yeah.
like alien tech that's bonded.
It's
with him.
like an alien AI, but it's also part of him, and it can separate
Yeah.
from him and make like a spaceship that he can ride
Yeah,
around on.
it's really
and he has
interesting.
a helmet that
Weird.
protects him from like
So,
poisons and
The
shit.
thing that I thought was cool with him was they go through the multiverse and stuff like that for a couple of issues. They actually go to a fantasy world and they're like fighting like fantasy shit. It's really fun. But Phantom X only exists in the 616 universe. He doesn't exist in any of the other ones, which is like weird and interesting. That was kind of a small thing. The team has changed up a couple times, but like they were fighting like Sabretooth and Mystique and Mr. Sinister and like Psylocke. Like the cool thing about it is like every character gets, when I'm reading it, every character gets a cool kind of arc as you're reading this like 35 issue run. So it's like, oh, okay, like you get these crazy things where like there's a new incarnation of Apocalypse, but he's a little kid, and so they're like debating about whether or not they should kill him. And like oddly enough, Deadpool's the one who's like, I'm gonna hang out with this kid and talk to him, and he like gives him like porn mags and stuff. And he's just like, hey man, you do what you gotta. And he's just like they're good. And like Wolverine has this arc where he fights his son Dakin, and it's just like all this really good shit. It's
check that out.
really, really good. Do yourself a favor. I'm wearing a
especially-
Deadpool shirt. I had to get Deadpool
Yeah.
on one of them.
I will
especially
say,
oh, sorry.
sorry. From reading like Jerry Duggan and Jerry
Yeah.
Duggan's version to Deadpool.
Yeah, I've been reading
There are
that.
versions, like there are things that come over as a result to that.
Oh really?
Like yeah, he's
I've been
still
meaning
hanging
to
out
get-
with that kid.
Yeah. Eric or no? What's the kid's name? The little kid Apocalypse.
Yeah, little kid Apocalypse.
He's like a little kid version of Apocalypse. It's
So
great.
it's
Like, he's
Oscar
like-
Isaac.
yeah.
Oscar Isaac as a
Basically.
kid.
You mean Ivan Ooze?
Okay, and with that, we're going to take a little break, and when we're back, we will rank our top 5.
Top five, top five, top five.
Hey, everyone, we're back. Hopefully you're still listening after that great intro.
I wouldn't.
We
Angus just
now
left.
have our list of... Angus, come back.
No. I don't want to.
Okay. We have our list of 12 right now. And original Justice League, The Incredibles, the original Young Justice, I guess the original X-Men, I would assume.
Is it
right?
original
Yeah,
Or
X-Men?
like 90s X-Men.
I'll go
like,
90s cartoon.
90s
X-Men, just to
cartoon.
spice it up. We get a lot of originals here.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We have Justice Ducks. We have Batman and Robin with Bruce and Dick. We have emphasis on the
I would
K.
also accept Dick and Damien, but
Sure.
obviously
Ooh.
Bruce and Dick are,
Yeah.
are the best.
I would like to think of it as Bruce and Richard.
There you go. We can do that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The MCU Avengers. Big Hero 6. I think we landed on Team Avatar, although...
Team Avatar.
Team
Avatar. The Uncanny X-Force. All right, you guys, we need to come up with our list of 5. If I may make a suggestion, I think, and you can say no to this, but what do we all think about just the Avengers?
Yeah.
Making this list.
Yeah.
Like somewhere on this list, the Avengers should probably be
I honestly
here.
feel the same about Justice League. Just
Justice League,
as far as Avengers go, though, they've done a lot of legwork. I think they've earned their spot on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Justice League only did it by creating the superhero team in the 50s.
Were they the first?
I will accept
Yes.
Justice League because it has Batman and be willing to kind of like take a step off of Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Justice League, I get it. They're iconic. We
I
should probably
think
put them
the
on
Justice Society was first.
It was, but
Yeah.
Justice League actually,
What made it popular?
yeah, it also brought back superheroes because
there. For some reason, I thought Fantastic Four was the first
Justice
super team.
actually.
The
So
first
what happened?
family of superheroes.
What happened was the publisher of DC and the publisher of Marvel were out golfing one day. And he's like, yeah, this superhero team I have going on right now,
Yeah.
the Justice League is selling out big.
Oh, okay.
And so then the publisher went back to like Stan. He's like, hey, Stan, we need our own superhero
Super team. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with Justice League and Avengers both being on the
Yeah,
list.
that seems
I'm good.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
that is fair,
seems
though.
the right thing to do.
What else are we feeling in here?
I'd like to throw in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for just some variety in there. I think that's a surprise one there. I think that's a dark horse.
I just don't think they're actually that good.
I love them.
Wow.
I love them. They take down so many people.
They're all they are just some teens with attitude, though,
It's
and
true.
they make it work.
Yeah, and you know what? I would be curious to see how the newest movie, because the new movie was kind of like, it was okay. At best, you have to be a really big Power Rangers fan to like kind of like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never
But
saw it.
the last
I
like
haven't watched it.
15, 20, 30 minutes.
I heard it's really good.
It's
like
really
awesome,
good?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
because it
It
takes
just
them.
takes
It just
2
takes them
hours to get
forever
there.
to get their powers, which is
Yeah.
very frustrating.
Too much preamble.
But once they do get their powers, you're like, oh, why didn't you do this the entire movie?
Yeah,
wait.
exactly.
So wait, before that, is it just pretty much like before they
It's
get
like
to the
teen drama and
13-minute
stuff, right?
Teen
superhero
angst.
movie? It's just a John Hughes film.
You've been on a good one though. Yeah.
No,
That's
but like,
from what I've
hell,
heard.
I will
Oh.
go watch a John Hughes superhero movie. It's called Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That was so good.
That was a good movie.
So good.
Fine film. Okay.
I will start because I would also throw my hat into it. But what else do you guys want on here?
I want turtles.
Turtles for sure.
Yeah, I would like Young Justice or Avatar. I'm not gonna put up too much of a fight to have multiple of mine on there, but I want at least one of mine on this list.
I give a big thumbs up to the Turts.
I'm fine with none of mine making the list.
good.
I just name them just as people like to remind them that they exist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Incredibles
yeah.
is on my
I think
honorable
Incredibles is an incredible nomination.
mentions. Similar. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I had a couple for the other ones.
Oh, just.
I think Big Hero 6 is a big. No, God.
It's a big number 6.
Number 6. So not on the list.
so not on the list.
Yeah, I don't know how people feel about the X-Men. They kind of were the first good like superhero.
Yeah,
movie.
I'd be down for the
After
X-Men
the Batman.
or the X-Force,
Revival.
one or the other. I would
Yeah.
absolutely. say.
I
I've
nominated
never
both.
been a fan of the X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge X-Men fan, but I do. In terms of like the idea of best superhero team ups, they are very much team oriented. They
Yeah.
work better as a team, so I can get behind that.
I don't know enough about the Uncanny X-Force.
Yeah, I threw that one on there.
I just know I
had
like
to
the
nominate
characters in
Deadpool.
X-Force, but I haven't actually read it.
Really? You guys should all go check it out.
And
it doesn't
like
need
they're
to be on
making
the
a
list.
movie of it soon enough. So
Yeah, that's gonna be like Cable.
I'll
Sex
start.
Force.
Are they now that Disney
Cable
owns them?
Deadpool.
Yeah,
we know
that's
for
also
sure.
a good team up. That is on
Yeah.
my honorable mentions. Cable and Deadpool.
I'll start X-Men, just so we can keep the ball rolling here. So the other ones, Steve, you wanted to see either Avatar or what else did you know?
I did Young Justice, Batman and Robin, and Avatar. I think Batman and Robin is the most like quintessential team up. But if we have
Justice League,
JLA on
yeah.
there, I'm willing to kind of
If
let that one
JLA is
go.
in there, then it's hard for Young Justice to even be in there too. Which
True,
is the
but
tough
like
but
Batman
Young
on the
Justice
list
is
twice
separate
or
from
Robin.
JLA, and
Yeah.
in some ways superior to JLA because of how the things play out in the show. But I don't want to spoil things.
in some ways, but yeah.
I would go Justice League over Young Justice.
That's
would
fine.
probably
So
say
I mean,
that.
I would fight for Avatar to be in there, kind of for some
It is a
variety.
good-
Avatar would be
because
good.
Avatar
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
Avatar would. I don't even watch it. But
Ignore the M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong
Oh wait,
movie.
that's not the version we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought we were talking about the James Cameron movie.
Is that what he goes by these days?
Oh, you mean Pocahontas?
Yeah, Jake Sully.
You mean Dances with Wolves?
I mean
Dances with
Fern
Smurfs.
Gully.
Ooh, Fern Gully, good choice.
Yeah, I think Avatar should be starred.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what does that leave us?
So we have
All of Tung's picks.
Well, I picked the safe picks. Come on. I got Justice League, X-Men, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, MCU Avengers, and Avatar Gang. So 1, 2,
I think
3,
it's
4,
six.
5, 6. So that's pretty good.
I would leave out Power Rangers
Same.
on my list.
That's
I would
tough.
go.
That's
I would go
tough.
Justice League.
No, I
love
Justice
the
League,
Power.
Avengers, X-Men, Ninja Turtles, and Avatar.
So for
would be
me,
mine.
because for me, it comes down to here is the kind of like splash of variety. It seems to me that it's a fight between Avatar and Power Rangers, and if I had
Avatar.
to pick one of those, I would say Power Rangers.
Me too.
Avatar, 100%.
Avatar.
Power Rangers.
And the table splits us again. Every fucking
okay, well,
podcast.
is
Okay,
this
let's talk
gonna
it out.
be-
Let's talk it out.
Just 2 seconds. Pros for both. Giant robots that come together to fight giant monsters. Really cool flips.
Yep, really
people
cool flips.
Sparks when they get shot and stuff like
Cool
that.
weapons too.
Oh, cool weapons, yeah.
Amazing weapons.
There's like this like rich lore and stuff like that, and it's run for so long. Like it really has run for.
They
so
actually
long.
explore.
But we're not going
a little
with
bit of that.
those ones.
Yeah.
So pro for Avatar, it's an original idea that wasn't stolen from a Japanese TV show.
I don't know how original idea of like, oh, these kids can control the elements, but please continue. They sound like X-Men to me. But anyway, please continue. Oh, sorry, just one quick thing, guys. We could not think of the name of the Avatar team.
It's true.
But the three of you said Power Rangers Turbo at the same time.
Actually-
and that's the worst iteration of Power Rangers.
Here's the thing. I was the biggest Power Rangers fan as a kid.
What
And,
happened, dude?
So my family has made fun of me relentlessly for the last like 20 years, and it's left me quite bitter in
Real
Power
bummer,
Rangers
actually.
terms.
Yeah.
So I will fight to the death for Power Rangers to be left off this goddamn list.
Okay, Steve.
You-
Also, I love Avatar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would like to see it here, but I love
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Okay, so I'm gonna side with you two.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Because of my bitterness,
No. Avatar is a vastly superior program.
it's like 100%.
It ages.
Don't
It
doubt
ages.
that, yeah.
It ages way better than Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, I'm with you here.
Yeah.
But the Power Rangers are a team, whereas Team Avatar is Aang and everybody's supporting Aang.
Are you kidding me?
No. But
Are you kidding
no
me?
spoilers.
Okay, Angus, plug your
he's
ears.
basically the Superman of their team. The
Yeah.
Power
Not
Rangers
at all.
Are all
Katara is like the most powerful waterbender out there. She can
Yeah.
do crazy
No,
things.
they're
Crazy
all
things. Toph with
super
her
powerful.
Toph is a better earthbender.
Here we go.
Katara is a better waterbender, hands down. No, like not even comparable.
Okay, Steve. Quick question about the Avatar opening sequence. Is there a sweet ass electric guitar riff during that? That you still remember? You even if you've given up on the Power Rangers, you still know that guitar.
And
I'm familiar-
they play that guitar riff during like the fight sequence in the
Fuck
new
yeah.
movie, and you go.
Wait, do they
nuts.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta watch
All
that.
right, fine.
I gotta
If
watch that movie.
All right, let's boil it down here. If we were trying to decide who the better superhero team is, who would win in a fight? Team Avatar or the Power Rangers?
Power Rangers have a giant robot
Avatar will tear the robot to pieces.
with what air? No,
no,
thank you.
with all four elements. They'll,
Oh,
Oh right.
they'll,
yeah.
ru-
Do
they'll
all-
rust it with water
I don't
and
know
then
if this
freeze
is
the
the
water
right-
expanding, breaking
But
the Megazord
Steve-
to pieces.
Steve,
No, you.
Katara, hands down, just beat beat it without even a team.
not even fighting. I'm going
you
solely
can't
based on the
make
fact
water.
that they need to be a team to solely exist.
It's true.
The Power Rangers
Teamwork
are nothing.
is crucial.
Power Rangers are nothing without the other four.
So we're eliminating teams that need to be a team in order to exist. So
Well-
JLA's off, Avengers are off.
Well, no, well,
like,
I don't know.
I don't know. They
I
go
see
up
what-
against some pretty
like-
good big things together.
Also,
I know.
Ivan Ooze,
but they can
guys.
exist without being a team, and they do.
They
They have for long. Right? Like that.
But
that
would
that,
the
that
Earth
argument.
exist?
That argument was groundless.
Matt's right. Would Earth exist?
if the Justice League didn't band together
So
and save the world.
So Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Would the Avatar world exist if they didn't band together and work as a team?
Yeah, it would just be under the thumb of the Fire Nation.
So they would. Oh my god. I'm clearly not going to win this argument, but you're all wrong.
Oh no! Once again, Steve, I'm on your side about it being a vastly
It's a
superior
better show.
It's
better.
100% better.
It's just
Power
not a
Rangers
better.
are a team.
It is the better team. It's the better show. It's the
They're
better team.
they're
It's
a
the better
more
characters.
powerful team.
Okay, wait a sec. They're flying yak thing. Appa, if I'm not
Appa,
mistaken.
Appa, yeah.
Does Appa combine with a bunch of other Appas to make a
Why do you-
giant,
why do you need
awesome
to combine
robot?
to make-
Because it's awesome, Steven.
Is it really awesome?
He called you Steven.
What do you mean?
He did call me
I'm
Steven.
sorry. Listen to what I have a hard time believing that you used to be a Power Rangers fan. You've given up on them.
You've given up on Tommy,
You turned your back on them
Billy.
when they needed you.
I couldn't
most.
tell you the last
What
time I
about
watched
Zach?
any Power
Zach
Rangers.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
no, me neither.
Zach was awesome.
Right?
Zach, who was the Black Power Ranger
Meanwhile,
from the
I've watched
VHS
I've
movie?
watched Avatar
Adam?
within the last
Yeah.
He was my favorite because he got the frog.
2 years, I would say.
Frog.
But Power Rangers, I couldn't tell you last time I saw any Power Rangers or had any desire to watch any Power Rangers.
3 months ago for me.
Well, so it seems
And
like Power Rangers.
they can combine their weapons. the
Oh,
Power
and
Rangers.
they do that crossbow thing.
They have the
They all put
crossbow
their
thing,
hands on it.
and they all, yeah. They're a
Fucking
good
teamwork.
team.
They're
They're a good team.
Steve,
They're
sorry,
fun
man.
together.
I'm on your side about it being a great, better
They're better.
show.
They're better. It sounds like you're on my side, but you're
I'm just
voting
saying-
against me out of spite.
Not out of,
You guys barely know each other, so it couldn't be spite.
it's not out of spite. It's just out of, first of all, to move this along,
Yes.
and secondly,
Okay,
Because
how about this? Sorry,
neither
no,
of them
you
are
go.
going to try switch sides.
How about this? We'll put Power Rangers on the list. We'll put them at number 5, though.
Yeah, that's what
no,
I would say.
No, because now also I'm not getting a single thing on this list.
No,
right
you
now.
got the Justice League.
I didn't vote for.
I voted for it.
Yeah, no, but you got such.
I
a
nominated
Steve.
Young
Oh,
Justice,
okay.
Batman,
Steve.
and Robin, and Avatar.
Steve, just join me on not being on the list.
No, I refuse to do that. I'm a winner.
Well, we're gonna move it along because it's we have Justice League, X-Men. X-Men? Did they made it right?
Yeah.
X-Men, Power Rangers, Turtles, and Avengers. What are we thinking here?
God, that's tough.
Power Rangers 5th.
Yeah,
If that.
What do we got here?
I love them as a team. I have to keep saying that.
I
Power
wanna
Rangers as a
see-
team is so
geez.
fun.
I want to.
I wanna.
That's why I like Pacific Rim so much. It's like better cinematic Power Rangers basically because
Yeah.
just
I
giant
still
robots
haven't
fighting
seen it.
monsters.
I've heard nothing but good things.
I'd
but
say
it just,
watch it
couldn't bring
once and
myself
then
to do
never watch it again.
I
I
liked
couldn't
it.
bring
It
myself
does
to
not hold
watch
up
it.
to repeat
I loved
things.
it. I love it. I
I
still
mean,
do.
the one reason why I'm gonna watch is because I love Charlie Day, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh yeah. I'm like, no, it's Charlie Hunnam, and then I was like, oh no, Charlie Day wasn't. in that
Also,
movie.
yeah, I do.
Is it just me
I
or
do
is
appreciate Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Day the best thing in anything he does?
He is because Charlie Day is the best.
he's really good.
80s,
So-
80s Spaceman in Lego Movie.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So at number 1 we have Charlie Day.
Monsters University.
So, okay, I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm probably gonna get shit for this, just because of how rocky the DC stuff is right now. I'm gonna say Justice League is 4.
No. X-Men 4.
Like we're not talking about the DC movies though.
No, I know.
Like
No.
Justice, I would vote Justice League 1 just because I mean, based on my nominations,
I
I'm
would
gonna be a
vote-
DC guy.
I would say Avengers and Justice League 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'd be willing to give MCU
Either
Avengers the number
either
one spot.
one. in those
I
spots.
think
Turtles are 4.
Yes, they need to be 1 and 2.
X-Men are probably 4 to me.
Yeah, Turtles are 3
Yeah,
to me.
I would put X-Men 4,
Interesting.
Turtles
really.
3, and then JLA and MCU 1 and 2, and
Something
I
like
could,
that.
I could go either way.
Yeah,
I'm,
same.
I'm
Okay.
with that.
I will
and also,
okay,
actually, for that matter, Avatar 5th.
I will concede. So you're saying X-Men 4?
Yeah.
Turtles 3?
Yeah.
Okay, I will agree with those, but to those terms, JLA cannot be 1. JLA is 2. Avengers,
All right.
they've been kicking ass.
Fine.
They're
All
number
right,
1.
I'll give MCU Avengers the number
Awesome,
1
cool.
spot.
Let's all
Yep,
shake
that's fair.
hands.
That's
There we
it.
go.
That was
Awesome.
great.
I will shake none of you Power Ranger loving Avatar hating
man.
bastards.
Hey,
hands.
go
man.
back.
Hey, dude, I think we all agreed Avatar is amazing.
So
Yeah, it's better than Power Rangers,
Situation.
but you won't vote for it.
Why don't you go watch Avatar?
I will, and I will fucking love it.
I'll get around to
what if
finishing.
Zordon gave you a little? What is it? The
Power
Yeah, would you
crystal,
be a Power
power
Ranger?
coin.
Like a
If you give you a
coin.
power coin right
It depends
now.
on which Power Rangers we're talking about. It's been coins, it's been crystals, it's been
It'd
dildos.
be the coin. It'd be the
it's
coin. the power dildo.
Were
Everyone
there
knows.
pirates in one?
Yeah.
They're definitely
Oh, yeah.
samurai in one of them. Oh,
There's-
also
they're
there was-
ninjas as well.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
don't think
God.
there's ever been pirates.
Do you guys not realize you're undermining your entire
No,
argument?
no. We're talking
about
about
the core
Mighty
team.
Morphin Power Rangers.
Trust me, give it time. Avatar's gonna have a bad one. Don't worry. Like
No,
the
no.
fourth iteration of Avatar.
No, the creators have just
No,
stopped
man.
the show after Korra.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's smart.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
done. And like
But
Korra
guys,
wasn't
money.
perfect. The first 2 seasons of Korra were okay. The 3rd and 4th season of Korra were pretty solid.
Talking about a show not on the list.
Yeah, it's not on the list.
Okay, let's review this list.
Yeah,
and
it
let's
should be on
happy.
the list. You're all wrong.
Oh.
No, Steve, don't go.
I'm salty, as Tongue likes to describe me.
Yeah, salty Steve. That's why he's here. At number 5, we have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm gonna replace that sound with an awesome electric guitar riff. At number 4, we have X-Men. At number 3, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Number 2, we have Justice League.
Yeah.
And number 1, we have MCU Avengers.
The water of this list.
The water of this list.
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just leave it off because it's too obvious. Bump everything up one and throw Avatar in there.
I like TMNT for making the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, Turtle Power. I think we're all in that generation of
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They learned it all from,
I used to take
a rat.
I used to
who
take
learned it from his Matt. Who?
Hell
Is that
yeah.
going through? Yeah. Power Rangers.
Wait. Here we go.
You listen to this? You listen to this shredding and you tell me this is better than the Avatar. And then the Fire Nation attacked or something.
Oh my
I
god.
will concede that it has a better theme song.
I'm
You're
looking
right.
forward to Avatar making Angus cry.
Yeah. Well, does Optimus Prime die in it?
No, but
Like
I
10
won't cry.
times.
oh
Like
no,
10
something
times.
much more touching than that happens.
Oh, that little girl died and became the moon? Yeah, snooze. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, that was lame.
All right, cool.
All right, so we have our list. Great, we finally made it.
Stupid list.
Hopefully the audience at home has made it too.
Steve, just accept that you didn't get anything on that list like I did.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
we all
I
have
mean,
one of those.
I'm
Justice
not
League should
good
be
with the
number
whole
one, but-
acceptance. I usually stick around the anger stage of grief.
All right, so now we're in the honorable mentions. So we'll just list them off as we have them. Mine were the Avengers. I had the Guardians of the Galaxy as well. I thought that
I
was
didn't have that one. I'm mad at myself.
Guardians of the Galaxy was
Fine.
awesome. I think it's awesome.
Yep, it's a good
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had the Bat Family instead of.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely
fair.
was thinking that
Yeah.
too.
Oh, well, why didn't you guys bring that up when I said Batman and Robin? Have a little
Because
more
I think
discussion.
the two of them are just weird, but a whole family of bats. That's good.
I like to.
Shut
yeah.
Angus.
I had Justice League. I had Ninja Turtles. I had Power Rangers. I had Overwatch, which is from the video game
that's a
Overwatch.
good
So
one,
they're
yeah.
all like superheroes or ex
Yeah.
superheroes that are trying to get back, and the video game's amazing. And they have some pretty good, a cool story going on behind
Get
it
it?
too.
You've got a Blizzard sponsorship. We get it.
I know.
Jeez.
I have Goku and Vegeta.
I had that written down too. Yeah.
Fighters.
Yeah,
Oh
and I
my
really
God.
wanted, but specifically Goku and Vegeta, because
Yeah,
them
that's it.
Yeah,
fighting together.
I had Goku and Vegeta and Trunks and Goten.
Genuinely disappointed in myself. Wow, that's
Yeah,
a good one.
They're good. They're good. I had Young Justice as well. I had the Minutemen from Watchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some Watchmen stuff.
And last one, I'm really proud of myself for this one, is Stretch Dude and Clobber Girl. Stretch Dude and Clobber Girl.
All right, well, we'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah. All right, Matt, what do you have?
I have the Watchmen. The Minutemen was also on there. Bat Family, but I also didn't want to, because of my love of Batman. I kind of wanted to stay away from that.
I hate you both so much right now.
Why?
All right, Steve.
I love
Come
Batman.
on, Steve. Yeah, Batman's the best.
Batman is the best.
He's the best.
He should have almost been number one.
Yeah. Just
you,
on his own.
you folded way quicker than I did.
All right, cool.
Hey,
Well,
hey, what's
Steve,
You never even attempted to not fold.
oh, sweet Jesus.
Justice League, the New Frontier iteration, which is an amazing comic and movie.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's it.
Cool.
All right. So I had Thor and Hulk, or just Thor Ragnarok, but mainly Thor and Hulk. I also had Watchmen written down, Watchmen, Minutemen. Specifically, I had Night Owl and Rorschach, and then optionally with Silk Spectre. Old Man Logan and Hawkeye, Blind
Nice.
Hawkeye.
Ooh,
Nice.
good one. Yeah.
Deadpool, Captain America, and Wolverine.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's a fucking amazing
thank
story
you.
arc.
Yeah,
That's a
great
good one.
story.
Jesus, that's
Defenders. No, that's a joke.
Iron Fist.
So
and
disappointing.
anyone.
And this one's kind of specific. I know Angus is gonna get this one. Brock Sampson and Molotov cocktease.
Oh,
you very
yes.
much. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Right?
good.
I don't
I would
get
even
it.
say Sphinx. Sphinx is good.
Sphinx.
Yeah,
Sphinx is great.
rocks.
I mean, really, just
don't
anything.
get it.
Watch
Go
Venture
Team
Bros. That
Venture.
show's amazing.
I wanted to put on
That show's
their
incredible.
version of Fantastic Four, but I did not remember the name of it.
Yeah, I think they're the they're not the Incredibles. They're the Impossibles. Or
The
something.
Yeah, the
Impossibles.
Impossibles.
The Impossibles.
Oh, I just thought of another really good one.
Also, guys, Carell's version of Mr. Impossible is the best version of Mr. Impossible.
Yeah. It changed after a while.
Angus.
Okay, so these were my top 5: X-Men, X-Force, TMNT, Avengers, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. 4
Well,
out of 5
fuck
of those.
you.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
Fucking
Angus.
I love it. I love it. That list is
great,
amazing.
Great list. Okay, so my honorable mentions: Alpha Flight. They're the Canadian.
Ooh.
They're not that great, but the Street Sharks.
Oh, nice.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So yeah.
Yeah.
Captain America, Wolverine, Deadpool. This one my girlfriend suggested. the Super Best Friends from South Park.
Nice.
Such a good team.
That's good.
The Watchmen, The Incredibles, the Teen Team from Invincible. Very short-lived, but it's a really good. If you guys have read, you guys should read Invincible. It's fucking amazing.
It's great.
Then this is my personal one. Did any of you guys play the game Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Yes.
So I had a team in that. My go-to team was Wolverine, Deadpool, Thor, and Ghost Rider.
Ooh.
So I was just like, yeah, those are my 4 favorite
That's a
characters.
dope team.
I unlocked all 4 of them, and I just played with them for the rest of the game.
Amazing.
May I actually throw another?
One last one.
Oh, sorry, Angus.
Because you said impossible. I feel like was it Kim Possible and Ron?
Oh,
Ron
Kim Possible,
Stoppable.
Ron Stoppable.
Yeah, Ron Stoppable. Like,
Kim
it's like-
Possible was
that's
such a good show.
right?
Oh, shit.
So
I
good.
wanted to put her in the. If I was on the strong, like badass female, she would
Yeah,
have been my number
absolutely.
one.
Yeah,
Kim
yeah.
Possible
Nice.
would have been my number 1 vote.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, go
so
ahead.
I just was reminded of 2. Mm-hmm. One is the Batman Beyond version of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit, no, I forgot the second.
Cool. I want to, while you're thinking about that, Matt, I want to list off really quickly Chelsea's list, which was really awesome. So unfortunately, she couldn't be here today.
Yeah, I bet
and
this
I wish
list
she
would've been
was
better
here
if she-
because then we would have a less salty Steve, hopefully.
Probably.
No, I'm kidding. So Chelsea's list consisted of her first team up was Hellboy and Abe Sapien
Oh my god, so
CRT.
good.
from the comics and the movies.
Yeah. Oh.
The second one is Harley and Ivy from Batman the Animated Series.
I thought of that when we were
that
talking
was-
about the
yeah.
villain team.
Are they heroic?
But they do heroics later on.
Okay.
Third is Swamp Thing and Animal Man.
Oh,
Wow,
man.
wow, she's going real dark
Yeah.
horse.
Like
eh?
Alan Moore, right?
From the DC New 52 Rot World story arc.
Oh, Robin.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yes, that's
And then her honorable mentions was the Phoenix Five from Avengers vs. X-Men and Finn and Jake.
Oh, Adventure
from
Time.
Adventure
Adventure
Time.
Time.
Okay, so I remembered it. Super Pals. Does anybody remember this? It's from Dexter's Lab.
Oh,
They would always have
yeah.
like 2.
It was like Thor, Hulk, and Captain
It was
America,
like
kind of.
Yeah, Captain Patriot, I think his name was.
The Unbraggable Krunk or something.
Yeah,
right?
Kronk, and
and
then, like-
Valhalla or whatever.
Valhalla, the god of rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had, like you said, with Goku and Vegeta, I had some of those down. I also had Full Metal Alchemist, the two
Nice.
brothers there,
Nice.
or really anything with Colonel Mustang.
Nice.
His name is Colonel Mustang. God, that's
Yeah,
Ooh, another one for me is.
Okay, well the list is over, so you need to stop.
I'm sorry, I never wrote one down, so
It's
coming out of my
apparent.
mouth.
Yeah.
Green Arrow, Green Lantern from the 1970s comic.
Ooh,
with,
great.
Cool.
Classic.
All right. Any more?
No, that's
Okay, because you're
Oh,
cut.
I mean,
Guys-
we could keep going for
I'm just
hours.
gonna.
Guys, there's one more super team that I like, and it's got 4 members, and I'm looking at 3 of them. It's us, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're the most super team.
Thank you.
Let's put it in there for our hands, guys.
Hey.
I want to throw up right now.
All right. Let's wrap this sausage fest nerdgasm up.
Nothing like a sausage fest followed by a nerdgasm.
Matt, thank you for coming last minute to the show.
No problem.
Thank you. Did you have any plugs?
I haven't posted the event up yet on Facebook, but at the Improv Embassy, we're having a holiday show
Cool.
on December 2nd.
Awesome. Steve, what do you got going on in your life?
Literally nothing. The only thing I have to plug are butts.
Okay. Okay.
Angus?
Angus.
Right. Okay. The only thing I'll say is check out Quest Friends Forever on Facebook. We've got shows every month. Yeah.
Awesome.
Check us out on Facebook.
And again, I am Tung. We have a show together, Angus, I
Yes.
think on December something, 4th at
Oh.
Heart and Crown for Bout Time. I believe.
We do?
that's-
Is that
Yeah,
us?
I think that's
Okay,
what it
I
is.
didn't know about
Pretty
this.
sure we do. I haven't got
Is it
hold.
just you two?
We have it. I'll talk to you about it after.
Okay.
It should be a big charity show. I don't have any information on it. So
Oh, wow.
I
Oh,
think we're
okay.
doing this show. I just don't have
Great
enough.
plug.
Thank you.
Great plug.
Great plug. And yeah, if you want to share the podcast, that would be awesome. We have a new show coming up soon and more details on that very, very soon. But for now, I think that's it for our episode. Anyone want to
Awesome.
sign off?
Go Team Avatar.
Do, 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 do.
Team Avatar.
Do, do, do,
Team
do,
Avatar.
do, 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 do.